In the early 1900s, agriculture accounted for almost 90% of the GDP in America. You go fast forward maybe about 50 years, the GDP started slowly transitioning more coming from manufacturing sector. Once a couple decades after that, the United States exported a lot of the manufacturing power to other countries like China, Peru, Pakistan, etc. Then the United States became predominantly 90% of the GDP coming from finance. So America doesn't build anything anymore. So the only thing that can possibly save America is America getting back into agriculture. And that probably ties into why the life expectancy is also going down, because for the past 40 years, there's been nothing but food propaganda, demonizing fat, making sugar perfectly fine and acceptable and available anywhere, especially giving it to young kids as soon as they get out the womb. And then eating all those processed foods is really the catalyst to a whole bunch of different problems like diabetes, obesity, cavities, pimples, zits, having allergic reactions. And so now we know as Americans that these large corporations don't give a fuck about you. The food is fake. The food is expensive. You can't even go to McDonald's and get a $1 McChicken anymore. McChicken used to be $1. You go to a McDonald's right now, at least on the East Coast, in the United States, in the southeast region of the United States, you will only find a McChicken for $2.30. A McChicken used to be $1. That means inflation has gone up by 130%. But your paycheck hasn't gone up by 130%. Your salary, your yearly salary hasn't gone up by 130%. It hasn't doubled, has it? If you were making $40,000, are you making $80,000 now? And that's over the course of 3 years. McChicken was $1 about 3 years ago, 4 years ago. Now it's $2. On top of that, you have inflation, another form of tax. So the only way we can save America is by producing real foods. The only way we can produce real foods is getting back into agriculture. You are what you eat. And if we're eating a whole bunch of bullshit, you shouldn't be surprised when everybody acts like bullshit.